And there I've clicked all the buttons. Hi, everyone.
Oh, no.
Welcome to the show. We're here. You're here. Good job. Yeah, we're going to play a game. A game that I'm making. So, yes. Based off of Into the Odd, Mark of the Odd, Teenage Odyssey. Just a group of teenagers trying to survive the weird fucking shit that was the 1990s. So yeah.
I made it.
Yeah, I mean, some of us made it. Joe?
I was live for part of them.
I'm judging you too, April. Don't even come for me.
I was waiting.
I like that. That's actually Tyler dancing, right?
It is actually Tyler dancing.
Okay, yeah,
I got that GIF of him a while back, or that video, and I turned it into a GIF. Back from his music career. Yeah. It's spot on.
It is.
Anyway, Tyler will show up in a little bit, hopefully, because he's doing something somewhere. That's all I got. Let's do some character introductions. And then I guess we'll get into this shit, because I don't know who you're all playing, because it's a one-shot, and I never bothered to figure that shit out for a one-shot.
I don't wish to know any of you, because I'll probably kill you. So.
Yeah, it makes it easier on me.
It does.
It does.
I get it. Yeah.
It really does. Okay. Jake, who are you playing?
I will be playing Justin Carter, who is a sci-fi nerd. He's got a toy laser gun, a phaser, pulp sci-fi novel, some house keys, notebook, pencil. He's a brainy kid, but he likes sci-fi.
Okay. Very good. John, what do you got?
Yes, I am Andrew. I like to draw and sketch. I've traveled much of the world with my family and seen many famous art museums and such things. And it's totally not to cover for the fact that maybe I'm actually from Arizona and none of you know me here yet. But yes, I have a sketchbook and colored pencils.
What else do you
And
need?
I draw pictures of dragons, possibly fucking cars.
Oh, wow. Getting in early on the trend. I like it. Hang on a second. Those of you on this game here, you five, I'm restarting the music real quick. So if you haven't turned it down in the global controls, too bad. Okay, there it is. Because it wasn't making any noise for me. There's noise. Moving on. Joe, what do you got?
Hi, I'm playing Graham Smith, and my background is church camp. So I think my parents thought I was possessed by the devil, and the ADHDs, so they sent me to concentration church camp, and I have a Bible and a big crucifix now.
Perfect. Yes. That's great. April, what do you got?
Hi, I am playing Bernadette Whitby. She's a band geek. Walks around with her big old saxophone. She's very charming for being, and honestly, probably a little strong, which you kind of have to be, when you think about like marching band and things like that. That takes some stamina.
Yeah.
So.
Gotta have a decent neck to not stoop all the time from carrying the saxophone.
No.
Right.
That's it exactly.
Strong neck game.
Yeah. Dan, what do you got, man?
I got me, Dan, and I'm playing a scout who's not me. I went and Googled for the first Eagle Scout, and apparently their name was Arthur. So that's my character name.
You're playing Arthur. Okay.
I'm playing a scout.
Very good.
The first one.
Nice. So we'll get started in this.
Sorry, 1912 Arthur. Ruining your name.
Suck it, 1912 Arthur. Your sash was lacking many badges.
And it wasn't named Daniel.
He wasn't.
First mistake.
First mistake. That jerk. What do we got? Oh yeah, we're gonna get into this shit because you all have a problem. You're a group of friends, and I've lost my journal. There's my journal. And this is gonna be interactive for the first part because I'm lazy. So,
What?
who'd have thunk it, right? Right now, it is Friday evening. We're going to set the stage for what's about to happen. You're a group of friends. 2 days ago, you're all in science class. Now, usually your science teacher is this very enjoyable, goofy dude. Definitely enjoys making science entertaining. Kind of eccentric, though. But he's been kind of grumpy here recently. He's been in a very bad mood because he's brought a little bit of trouble onto the school. So first things first, let's name this science teacher.
My parents probably don't like him.
Probably not, no. And Joe, you are the victim, so you have to name him.
Let's call him Clarence Dowd.
Mr. Clarence.
Not inspired by any real people on purpose, I'm sure.
I don't know if that's an actual name, but I hope it's not an actual name that I accidentally said.
So, the problem is, the thing with Mr. Dowd is he has a very peculiar way of showing off experiments and demonstrating them. This story may seem slightly familiar to Jake because we grew up together, so he will definitely see the real life influence here. But his experiments, he likes to use hamsters to show off how things work. You know, you need to show centripetal force, you put a hamster on a board tied to a rope and you spin it real fast so it doesn't fly off.
Oh yeah, like the hamster drop, you know, with the parachute.
Exactly. You need to show off, how gravity works with a parachute. You put a hamster in a model rocket with a little parachute thing and...
Mm-hmm.
Hamsters.
And if your parachute's in the same place as it landed, you didn't do a good job.
Yeah. And yes, growing up, Jake and I did have a science teacher that did these things.
Our science teacher was an odd fella.
Yeah.
That's a word.
Yeah. And it's kind of gotten out about how he treats these animals. So much so that an animals rights activist group, not activation group. They're not activating animals. They're not sleeper agents. Has actually come to your small town of, get it, Oshkosh, Wisconsin, because that's what I decided my setting was going to be in, mainly because Ashley has a friend from Oshkosh, Wisconsin, and I think it is just the silliest name, and I really like it.
Adding Ashley's name to that makes it even better.
It does make it a lot better.
Yeah.
So that's right. The questionable, maybe not so ethical animal rights group. That's right. It is none other than Asshat. Animals Seeking Solace and the Human Ally Team. They've shown up in town. What's that, Joe?
I like it.
Nice.
Can that absolutely? I want that as a T-shirt, just for me.
You really do, yeah.
Yeah, like,
Print that right on everything. Sell it.
Really coming up with that acronym there.
We can sell stuffed.
That was the
armadillos with
majority
little
of my
shirts with
prep for this session.
Yeah,
I believe it.
I'd say it was well spent.
Worth
good
it.
step.
Yeah. So, yeah, Asshat's in town. And they are very specifically protesting against Mr. Dowd. And usually Mr. Dowd is very friendly, easy to get along with, lets a lot slide. But since they shown up in town, you can tell he has been in a shit mood. So once again, 2 days ago, science class. It's kind of the free lab area. So you're all in the back of the room at one of the little, stations with the sink and the gas turning knobs and whatnot. You're all talking about this big event you are all going to on Saturday. So first off, what is this event? Oh, Tyler, you're not here. Jake?
The peanut butter cooking contest.
A peanut butter cooking contest. So, I love peanut butter cookies. I think
it's like you can cook anything you like. It just has to have peanut butter as one of the ingredients.
I like it. And you're all in the back room. You're talking about the upcoming peanut butter cooking contest. And you all have an item, a very specific, very special item that you absolutely have to have for Saturday. And if you don't have it, there's no way you're going to win this contest. Dan, what is this item?
Grandma's peanut brittle recipe.
Holy shit. None other than...
Coming in hard here.
Yeah. Grandma's peanut butter recipe. Or
Peanut brittle. The good stuff there. I don't know anybody other than grandmas who make it, so.
I was going to say, there was this one lady I knew when I worked at the Census Bureau who would bring some in, but then her oldest son had just celebrated the birth of their kid. So
it checks out then.
It does.
Yeah, it still falls under.
I don't know if anyone caught what's going on real life here in my dining room, but Ashley was walking by and I have a Nerf gun and I shot her because it's fun. And now I have a very angry wife staring me down. I'm quite concerned.
Natural
Nerf make a baseball bat?
Consequences. I don't believe in consequences.
Stuck with you fucking around? Are you about to find out?
I'm about to find out. That's it exactly. So, all of a sudden, you don't hear him coming up. Mr. Dowd, right behind you all, and just snatches Grandma's peanut butter brittle recipe right out of Tyler. You're still not here. Right out of April's hands. This is not science work. This is not what you should be doing right now.
Baking is a science.
It's not. This right now is geology. You can have this back Friday.
If you cook the peanut brittle the wrong way, it may as well be geology. Hey.
If only we had a time machine to prevent this from happening.
Yeah. I don't know what that kid said. You can have it back end of day Friday. And he goes and he puts it in his big cabinet and he closes it and he locks it and he puts the key in his pocket.
I'm going to go cry to the school counselor.
So that brings us back. Oh, God. Ashley squirted me with water. You can see it's on my hat. It made my hat see through.
My precious hat.
It's not there anymore.
Oh,
but when it was
Chuck,
there,
is your hat a little damp?
Ashley made me wet. It's not okay.
Moist.
So,
the gun battle continues.
So,
upload this, you need to put like actual gunshot sound effects.
Little explosions every time.
Where I got shot, make it red. Little bits. Yeah.
That'll be our shtick. That'll get the
Yeah.
Just a
Yeah.
little nuclear
the
bomb
chance is there's
explosion.
everyone's always being shot with something.
I like it. So, as we continue, I didn't tilt it far enough. I don't know why. I want to keep talking. I'm like, I want to drink, but I want to keep talking. What do I do? Fuck it, Chuck. Put the can down. Pay attention to the stream. Fucking Christ.
Wow.
I need
Chuck
a nap.
not being able to
I've
stop
been there,
talking.
Chuck. I've
Imagine.
Commitment.
I've done
Here we
that.
go.
I've done.
This
I've
is
never heard such
delicious
silence before.
Moracho crisp apple soda.
What is that even?
Apple soda.
Yeah, it's apple soda.
That's
It's
fun.
delicious.
I'm drinking.
That's your local Kroger.
I'm drinking filtered water from a glass that my dad stole from a pizza restaurant when he was a
Nice.
teenager.
Nice.
Nice. I don't have anything to drink
You son of a bitch.
unless
I don't need
Just
to.
water.
salt is drinkable.
Yes, it is.
It can be.
Trinidad Scorpion sea salt. Just
Just down the hatch,
100%.
man. It's reverse hydration. Anyway,
It is.
that brings us back to Friday after school. You need a trouble to pay attention for science, you know. We'll get to that trouble, believe you me. Thank you. I do appreciate that, Farcotive. I will use that irrationally and in the worst possible time. Pay attention, Chuck. Oh, yep, Friday after school. The problem is that was Wednesday. No, that was Wednesday. That was Wednesday. 2 days
One of
ago.
the
Today's
days.
Friday. Wednesday. It was Wednesday that shit got taken away. Problem is, Mr. Dowd never showed up on Thursday. No sign of him. Never showed up on Friday. You all tried to use your resources, crying at the school counselor, other teachers, administration. No one's getting you that goddamn recipe. They are saying, Mr. Dowd took it away. Mr. Dowd's the only one who can give it back. So you're just going to have to wait until he returns.
time for Mr. Dowd's filing cabinet to actually fall out the window.
So that brings
We
us.
could break into his house, steal his keys.
You could, but that really doesn't set up the adventure that I have planned.
That's a whole different adventure.
We don't know where he lives.
You don't know where he lives. He lives slightly outside of town.
That's why we're going to break into the office and figure out where he lives and then go to his house.
That's right. We're
How
going to
hard is
find
it
his
to
pay
break into the
stub.
principal office?
So that takes us to Friday evening. You all
Somehow less
your
hard than
plan.
breaking into the filing cabinet.
to break in to the Oshkosh, Wisconsin Junior High School class of 90, well, it's 92, 93 school year right now. Home of the Honey Badgers, because the Honey Badger doesn't give a fuck. Hey there,
That's
Oak.
about being
I
bold.
wasn't alive.
I believe it.
Your
So yeah, it's evening, sun's going down. Your job is simple. Break into the school, get to the science room, room 210. I've got it marked with a little star. And get your fucking recipe back so you can win the peanut butter cooking contest tomorrow.
You know, I've heard of a cafeteria. I've never heard it referred to as a cafetorium.
Yeah.
I've seen the word, but I've never heard anyone use it.
That's,
When the food expires.
Okay. I can dig.
So yeah, in a '90s high school, perfect place for it.
Yeah,
and they have an auxiliary gym.
they do. Small towns like this, sports are big. You need plenty of
Yeah.
gyms.
Or you have one gym for football, and then you have a gym for everything else.
A gym for
That's
football,
Jim
a gym for
Johnson and Jim
basketball,
Smith. Yeah.
and then a gym for all the other kids.
The top half of this layout is very similar to my school.
This
high school.
is a map of an actual school that I stole off the internet. Yeah, other than clearing out because they had the teacher names on each room, I just erased all those. And then I put the Oshkosh and the Honey Badger.
Your dedication to accuracy is astounding, Chuck.
Yeah.
It's
Fantastic.
believable because it's real.
So yeah, that's where we're at. you got to break into school and you got to get this recipe back. I will gladly turn it over to all of you now.
All right, well, the easiest way to break into my old school is to know the theater kids, because we had keys to the school.
Yeah, well, I don't see a theater in this school.
I know, too many sports.
There is a
Not
drama
enough
room.
theater.
Yeah.
So yeah,
This is one of those schools that they probably use the gym as the theater.
it says stage right there off the cafetorium.
That too.
Yeah, definitely cafeteria theater.
But I've done shows in the cafeteria before.
Yeah. So yeah, I have given the backstory. I've given you your setup. It is Friday evening. It is now up to all of you to come up with a plan and execute it.
So we need to break in.
Break in, talk to a janitor.
Do we have to break in?
Yeah.
Like, surely
Are there
a
any lights
sports-
on?
Is there like a sports event or practice going on, and we can just
I'll
you know,
tell you
go
what
in.
there, Dan. Give me a luck test.
describe to me the best way to give you a said luck test?
You have to roll a d6 and get at or under your current luck score.
I got at my
You
current luck score.
Passed your luck score. In fact, you do see, looking around, you can see there's the dim lighting that they always leave on in the hallways, but you can see the windows outside of the drama room are in fact on. They must be having some kind of rehearsal. You can also see that the lights in the windows at the cafetorium are also on. Clear signs that there's some kind of play rehearsal going on.
Which means there's an unlocked door already.
All right.
Lead the way.
I don't know which one.
Should we check the one that's closest to the drama room first?
Probably.
Yeah, makes
That
sense.
would be
yeah.
reasonable.
Okay. You walk up to the door next to the drama room. You see that it's closed. What do you do?
Try the handle.
Handle doesn't jiggle.
Pull on it.
The door pulls open. You can see that someone has put tape on the inside of the latch to keep it from
yeah.
locking.
Classic move.
Classic move.
Probably so the drama kids can go outside and smoke.
Exactly.
We didn't do that.
As Andrew stands there with like his half a cigarette not lit, just hanging out of his mouth.
Yeah.
Pulls
So
out
you
his
all
pack of candy cigarettes and then
move in. You can see the door to the drama room is open. And you can see that there's people moving around there. No signs of a teacher. It's just kids, costumes, rehearsal. You know that you head out to the main hallway, you take a right, you take another right, and then the science room is right there.
We're even close to it, guys.
Is that what you
Go
do?
ahead.
we just go in there and we can just break open the cabinet. I mean, the lock's probably not too strong.
It will make a lot of noise.
Then we run for the fire escape, fire exit.
I mean, we could just leave the way we came.
Right.
That's true.
So I've moved you all over to a black screen because I just remembered that I in fact have this because it has pictures. The asshat logo, an asshat protester.
Yeah.
Come on. There
Yep.
we go. Foundry is such a pain in the ass to move around these days. I don't know who pissed it off, but I'm pretty sure it wasn't me.
My cat does not like treats or wet food or catnip. But they just woke up from a nap because I opened up a bag of beef jerky. That is the only thing.
Are
They
you
have
sure
taste.
you have a cat and not a small, like, Sasquatch or something?
Small me.
I believe it.
Yeah.
We also have a picture of Mr. Dowd.
Oh, God.
And
yeah,
then
he
finally,
looks.
the
That's the guy.
hamsters that this whole ordeal is being caused by.
Bro,
Why are
you're going to hell.
I was going to
What?
ask?
They're very adorable.
Is that
Exactly.
because
Why are there so
because we're
many
gonna
of
have
them?
to
Then I
kill
realized,
them?
well, some of those experiments had to fail.
No, that's his current count.
Yeah, yeah.
Definitely not
He
the
breeds
same
them.
hamsters that started at the beginning of the school year, but
Hey, the pet shop's open for a reason.
yeah.
Would have closed down years ago.
That no-lipped bastard.
As you're all moving down the hallway, you go to turn right. In the main hallway, you know you got to move forward just a little bit, then hang another right to get to the science room. But standing in the middle of this intersection, working his mop, is none other than Scruffy the janitor. Scruffy's a nice guy, little odd, friendly enough. And he takes pride in his work and making sure the school's clean. Sometimes that gets some kids yelled at, but as long as you pick up after yourself, he is a great guy. And you see him, just a mopping. You're gonna have to move past him.
Did
to
he
get to the
see us?
science room. Give me a luck test there, Jake.
Oh, jeez. Okay. What do I roll to do this? A D6?
D6 at or under your luck.
Oh, my luck is a 3, unfortunately.
Is there a trash can nearby?
Give me a luck test, Joe. Jake, in fact, he does see you all. Hey, kids. I didn't know you were all in the
I
drama
failed.
club. Did you pass, Joe?
Nope. I failed.
What y'all doing?
Well, I was hoping to maybe get some acting lessons real soon because, you know, when I grow up, I want to be an actor. I want to be in Star Trek. That would be probably just like the best thing ever, but I would probably have to start off in a lot of low budget films. You know, stuff made in a guy's backyard or out of their garage with soundproof walls or sometimes not because, you know, boom mics always get into the shot. So, but you know, it's just, nothing shady, sir.
Oh, that was a lot of information.
like that,
Monsieur
Professor.
Scruffy, I need to get something for my science homework for the weekend. Could you just open the door? You can stand there for just a moment. I can.
Oh,
Maybe.
well, I mean, not really supposed to let the kids into the classrooms after hours, but
It
me
is a
charm
science
test.
classroom. What are we going to do in a science classroom? I mean, really.
Blow it up.
I watch Dateline. I know them kids are out there making that crack stuff using microwaves and test tubes and
Does that look like any of us here?
smile for me. I don't think so. You still need to make me that charm test. D20
Yeah, sure.
at or under.
That is a pass. I have a 15.
All right. Well, as long as you promise not to make any drugs while you're in there, I guess I can let you in so you can get your homework. And he walks down there with you. And actually, Jake, he's very interested. Like, oh, yeah. I like watching that Star Trek. That's good stuff.
Yeah, I mean, it's I would say it's probably one of my favorite things. The dad just got a big screen TV, unfortunately, so for like a lot of the next generation episodes, you get a really clear shot of everything, and sometimes you can see that how like Like they like put black tape over some of the screens in order to darken some of the effects, or like sometimes if the camera's doing a really wide shot, you can see like the little markers on the carpet and whatnot. I really think that whoever was responsible for those little graphical issues probably didn't take into account the fact that people might like have more higher definition televisions. So you know, I really hope somebody gets fired over that blunder, frankly, because that was just unprofessional.
I don't know about all
things.
that, but I mean, I definitely can understand how seeing how the sausage is made can kind of ruin your love of a good bratwurst.
I love it when the guy says to infinity and beyond, though, right?
Was that even around at this point in time? What year did Toy Story come out?
It was like 2004 or something like
It
that.
wasn't even close.
Yeah, that's. I don't think I know that one.
I have forbidden knowledge.
Forbidden knowledge.
The only actual time traveler in the group.
Anyway, here you go. And he clicks the lock and he pushes the door open. I've got it locked here because he flips the little thing on the inside of the door. Just make sure when you get your homework, go ahead and close it on up.
Oh, of course. Thank you.
Yep. And he goes back to his little mop bucket. What's wrong with you, April?
Toy Story was 1995.
A few
Wow.
years early.
It still
So I still
doesn't
got the
exist.
90s. It's closer than I thought, though.
Okay. I won't argue with it. That shit looked chunky as shit when you go and watch it again.
And I have not
Yep.
seen it in a very long time.
Mm-hmm.
The reason it's toys is because they didn't want to bother with skin.
Sid, monstrosity.
It's toys because they tried to render stuff and like everything looks like plastic. Let's make a movie about things that are made out of plastic.
Use what you got, right? So, you're all in the science room. You walk up to the cabinet. What do you do?
Well, I guess we can't really break it open now because then there'll be evidence of our criminal activity because of Scruffy being outside of the hallway. He'd be able to, to point us out, unless, of course, we were willing to come back to school after the weekend and account for our crimes and fess up to everything like they did in Star Trek 4, or at least as they attempted to do in Star Trek 4 for all their crimes that they committed in Star Treks 2 and 3.
I want to feed the hamsters.
Okay. Well, first things first, John, I do need you to roll me a mind test. Joe, yeah, you can walk up and go feed the hamsters.
That is a pass.
Oh, wow.
I
Okay.
have a 17 mind. So.
Oh, wow. Smart kid.
Yeah.
Okay.
Dang.
One thing, as you are, like, maybe you decide to go with Joe to go feed the hamsters. You notice that, like, one of the tiles you step on's got a little wiggle to it. And Joe, you don't notice this. You keep walking, but before you get to the hamster cage, because it's this big cage with all these interconnecting multicolored tubes running around that corner of the room, you don't see the hamsters. Of course, at this time of night, they probably are hibernating, or not hibernating, but sleeping, napping.
Their nightly hibernation.
Their nightly
their-
hibernations.
Or they're performing a concert, somewhere.
I didn't know hamsters could sing.
Just like the chipmunks, I assume.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
chipmunks
The
can sing.
knockoff
sure, why not
chipmunks, is that
hamsters?
what you're
Yeah,
saying?
that's
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Fair.
Yeah, Elvis and the hamsters. Yeah.
Yeah. They were always hamsters. What are you talking about? It was Harry and the hamsters.
It was him with the Hendersons.
Yeah. That
And then
was
these assholes showed up and killed him.
right.
Yeah,
I
that
wanna
movie
feed the
Alvin and the
hamsters.
Andersons.
Okay.
There you go.
Because my parents said I can't have hamsters because they weren't on the ark.
Joe's just
No.
reliving his childhood right now.
God didn't save hamsters, so you can't have none either.
Yep.
And how did we still get hamsters?
They float.
Did they evolve?
No, Santa made 'em.
No.
Nope.
Get out of here.
Anyway,
That,
yes, John, you notice there's a loose tile. Joe, you walk up and you see that no sign of the hamsters.
Do I hear him at all?
Give me a mind test.
A pass.
No, you don't hear them. You're kind of looking around. You know their little sleeping nooks and whatnot. They all look to be empty.
I'm gonna kneel down and see if I can move the tile at all.
Sure, yeah. Give me a mind test. That is a pass. As you pick the tile up, there is something there that startles you as you let out a small, gasp in surprise. And you see, kind of in this hole, and you can actually see that, like, little tunnels cutting back and forth here and there. This strange looking little weird hamster.
That one definitely was not on the ark.
Its eyes kind of. Do you remember those button candies that came on like the sheets
strip,
of paper?
Yeah.
That's what
bit,
the
yeah.
eyes look like.
Yeah.
They're kind of bugging me out a little bit. Like the hands, sure, okay, but
Everyone
like,
give me a mind test.
okay.
The chicken feet are what really bugged me.
Oh, it does have chicken feet. I didn't even notice. Hang on, stream. You
Wait,
need
what?
to see
Oh.
those chicken feet.
I had to scroll down.
I gotta go find the picture again.
Yeah, I thought it was cropped there.
Them.
And,
April.
It does. I see it now.
The
Luckily,
first
I don't
fucking-
have critical fails in here yet, but this is going to make me think about that. Who all failed? I know April did. No one else?
I was successful.
Whack.
I was.
So, as John, you call out and you see this little hamster looking at you. It gives a little squeak, little chirp. Everyone kind of runs up. And you, in fact, notice it and recognize it, everyone who passed, as this is one of Mr. Dowd's hamsters. But something's very wrong here. It did not look like this before. Dan, what was the name of this hamster?
Trying to just remember the names of my hamsters. I think we had one named Ruby. It was albino.
This is, in fact, Ruby. And as you're all standing here looking at it, April, you get really distracted. You're not sure where they're looking. Oh, I refreshed the name of it and it stopped showing it to the stream. There you go, stream. Keep looking at Ruby. Oh, it broke it.
Showing for me.
Mm-hmm.
That's fine. Everything's fine. And as you're all standing there looking at Ruby, as Ruby looks up with familiar bug eyes, the fucking floor collapses. And you all go tumbling down into the dark. You find yourselves at the bottom of this deep pit, some kind of maintenance tunnel, steam tunnel underneath the school. You look around and you see immediately where you're at. There seems to be no climbing up. It is way too far up there. The walls are steep. It's dark. You must have fallen easily 30 to 40 feet, somehow uninjured. But looking to your left, you see this long, creepy looking hallway. And looking to your right, you see this large air handling vent. The fans are stopped on it. It's not spinning right now. What's the plan?
I don't like either of those.
No.
I don't either, but there's really only one way to go, right?
How high up is it? How far down did we fall?
30, 40 feet.
Ooh,
Yep. Good thing we have malleable children bones.
Mhm.
that are-
Right.
Uh-huh.
It's made out of rubber.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Shock absorbing.
I somehow like the idea of crawl. Oh,
Don't worry about that.
I am. Too late.
You like the idea of
I don't like the idea of crawling into a ventilation system, much less than I like the idea of walking down what is surely a very moldy and stale and just fucking stinky hallway.
Considering we're already in a nightmarish hellhole, we could go into this ventilation
I want to
system
try the
and then
vent.
end up into a giant garbage chute, just like in Star Wars.
as you're all
I
discussing
can't watch
this,
that.
That
you
was a
see
cool
Is,
scene, though.
That sounds
Yeah.
like asbestos.
Perry sewers.
you all see Joe climbing into the air vent.
Why?
Star Wars has black magic in it, so I didn't see it.
Well, I mean, technically, they're not wrong because of the dark side of the Force that does exist as a separate entity from the. Are you okay in there? You need a light?
Am I okay?
It's actually once you get through the main opening where these big stopped fan blades are, you're actually, just a slight crouch. If an adult was in here, they'd be fully bent over, but it's just tall enough for you all to move through somewhat comfortably. It's dusty. It's dirty. It's not
Good
wet.
thing I haven't seen the
like
movie
the
Alien
hallway.
either. Otherwise, I'd be scared.
That's fair.
Yeah, I'd call out like, seems like there's room in here.
Okay. Don't worry, I'm coming in to investigate.
But there is a tunnel
Yeah,
that we could all just walk down.
But it's got like gross water.
Uh-huh.
These are my church shoes.
You're not supposed to wear them on days that aren't Sunday.
I only have church shoes.
But they're not church shoes.
Then
Wait, so you have backup pairs until you can clean those.
or just take your shoes off and
I just
go in
have
your
these
socks.
shoes. These are my church socks.
then
take
go
them
barefoot.
off. Yeah.
We're learning
fine,
so
it's
much
just a
about
bit of-
Joe today.
Just a bit of dirty water. It'll be fine. Good for your feet.
I'm sure there's no
This is an
needles or
amalgamation
glass.
of my childhood and my Mormon friend's childhood.
Nice. Are you all following him?
Eventually, yeah, I guess.
I don't want to split the party, but
Okay.
I guess if he's not going to come out of the ventilation shaft, I guess we'll go this way.
I want to see where this goes first.
Okay.
And then we can try the gross water.
Okay. You're all moving along through these vents. They turn, they twist a little bit. Doesn't seem like they're sloping up or down. April, go ahead and give me a body test.
of course, because why not? That's a pass.
You step in something and your foot slips a little bit, but you catch yourself. And as you kind of look down, you can see that there's like this big fatty like slime trail like that would be left behind by like a slug. You catch yourself and you see it, and then you follow it up the top and down. And as you kind of look down this tunnel a little ways, you can see there's some strange green jiggling mass right above Joe's head, kind of moving along with him.
Yeah, but so it's this jiggling mass, right?
Maybe like the size of like slightly smaller than like a baseball.
Okay. Can I? Man, there's probably not any kind of like debris or anything in here.
Give me a luck test.
Is it? I'm not gonna. It's a D6, right?
Yeah.
I'm not gonna pass it. I did not pass it.
Your luck is a 1?
My luck is a 1.
Okay.
So is mine.
Okay. No, you don't see any debris. Now, don't forget, you have items.
This is true. I have a saxophone and a flask.
And every kid also starts with their backpack,
Oh yeah.
their bicycle, a notebook, a pencil, and their house keys. And the little bit of starting cash.
This is very true. I could try and throw my notebook at it and see if I could like knock it off the ceiling.
You absolutely could, if you give me a body test.
Sure. That is not a pass. That's fail.
Joe, all of a sudden a notebook hits you in the back of the head.
What?
You did.
And I'll turn around, pick it up.
No one else has
Don't
noticed.
look
April.
up?
Don't look. Oh, look up.
You look up. Okay. As you look up, you see this strange looking little gelatinous hamster clinging to the ceiling directly above you, looking down at you.
Does it look like it's moving?
You can clearly see a snail trail that it's
Is it
leaving.
jiggling?
Like it's moving along somehow, but it's just looking down at you.
Can I just say that's I want to bite that thing's head off. That looks like
I know.
a really nice
That's
piece
what
of
I'm
candy.
thinking. Is like,
It does.
is
Joe, give me a
that
body test.
is it slow enough that I could mistake it for being food?
Why don't you give me a
I
body
found
test
this
first?
gummy on the wall in the sewer. I'm just gonna.
Well, you got to bite its head off. That's the only way.
1.
Right as you're thinking about it possibly being food, it drops from the ceiling.
You open your mouth.
I'll let you react. It's not going to land on you. You can play this out however you want. You do have a notebook in hand. You can move. You could just open your mouth and catch it.
I'm probably going to try and catch it with the notebook.
Okay. You hold the notebook out and then bloop,
Best opportunity.
a little bit of weight. It kind of like splooshes out and then like reconstitute back into its hamster form, looking at you again. Right way up. And it starts like jiggling a little bit, slowly moving towards you on the notebook, moving towards your hand.
I'm going to poke it.
As you go to poke it, all of a sudden its mouth opens up, just whoom, and latches around your finger. And there's just this subtle, stinging, burning sensation as it does so, dealing you 2 points of damage.
Now I eat it.
Okay. It's on your finger. Do you just...
Yeah.
All right, so that 2 points of damage comes off your HP first,
Okay.
off your current HP. And if your HP ever goes to 0, then it starts coming off of your body score. Oh, that's another thing that I changed since the last play test. You always roll against your max scores for body, mind, and charm. So as
No
those
punishment
decrease,
for getting reduced.
yeah, you don't get punished for them getting
Oh, okay.
reduced.
Okay.
You throw it in your mouth. You do absolutely. Give me a luck test. No. Give me
Is
a
this
body
a hamster
test.
sized?
It is a hamster-sized little jello.
That's pretty big, actually.
I fail.
As you throw it in your mouth and you bite down, you can feel it like this suction as it kind of separates under your teeth. And it's just like the hottest thing you've ever eaten. Your mouth is just burning. It's sizzling. Like it's painful, painful, painful.
This must be why I'm not allowed to have sugar.
It's going to hurt you for 3.
God's punishing you for eating candy before dinner.
So that goes into my body.
Oh, good. Also, roll me a body test.
Literally and figuratively.
Yeah.
That's a pass.
Pass.
You're fine.
Get my water real quick.
Yeah. This thing's in your mouth. What do you do, man? First off, go ahead and roll me a d4. You do
3.
3 damage to this.
All right.
Now what? It's in your mouth. It's burning.
It's still burning. Okay. I'm gonna spit it out.
You spit it out against like the wall, and like it like splats and kind of sticks and does this sticky roll down the wall. And eventually when it settles at the bottom, it kind of like reconstitutes, but you can see it's got like these big breaks in the surface where you must have bitten into it. And it slowly starts jelloing its way towards you.
I scold it.
Hang on.
Say, bad.
Let's go ahead and just do a quick thing of initiative so everyone has a chance to do something. Initiative is easy, if I remember it. I wrote this shit. You'd figure I would know it all.
No.
That's not how it works.
Oh, your
as someone
choice
else that's writing their
of
own
body
game.
or mind test.
Don't mind.
If you pass, you get to go before the hamster. And if you fail, you have to go after it. And you all get to decide who's going to go first. And I'll roll for Dan, because Dan's not here. Dan's got a better body score, so I'll roll a d20. His target is 11. It is also a 4. He passes. Okay. Jake, did you fail?
Yes.
April, did you fail?
I passed.
Okay. So those of you who passed, you all can decide who's going to go first. As this thing is now angrily squeaking and jiggling its way towards Joe.
Joe, you're right there. Why don't you go first?
I was gonna scold it.
You're going to scold it? That will be a charm test.
Okay.
Oh.
You did bad. You did real bad.
I did real bad.
That's fine, though. Still, I have not implemented a critical fail system. Who's going next?
My mouth's still a little burnt. It's hard
April
to talk.
or John?
I'll run up and I'm just gonna kick it.
Okay. Roll me a d4. Four points of damage. That is fantastic. And it does fail its body test. Get this. See what injury it's going to get. I rolled a 3, pretty low.
Instant death.
No, that's just winded. It loses its next turn in combat. You don't get instant death unless you roll an 18, and that's listed as extreme dismemberment.
Oh,
That I do not think we should stick around with that. That seems bad.
John, you kick it. It hits hard against one of the vent walls. It lost its next turn, which means that April or Dan can now take their action.
Wanna go first?
I mean, Ken, if you'd like, I was just thinking I might try and like run over and like stomp on it.
Yeah, go for it. Roll me a d4.
A default.
careful,
There's
it's
the 3.
spicy.
You say that about the things with just salt.
How'd you do, Dan?
You think I'm gonna share
April, you rolled a
germs?
3.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm
first.
not gonna eat it. It's in the ventilation.
And it fails. And it's an 8 this time. Let's see what injury you put on this. 8 is, it doesn't really have muscles, but it does reduce its max strength by 1d4. Okay, that's fine.
It looks
Dan?
like an even weaker hamster.
I got a penknife.
Are you just going to go cut this thing?
Yeah, probably just like I'm cutting a piece of jello with a fork.
Yeah. So a one-handed melee weapon, if I'm correct, that does a d6 damage.
Let's roll it out.
Just roll me a d6.
4 is okay.
And
for
you
me.
run up and you dice this little jiggly hamster to bits. It loses its cohesion and it just melts into a pile of green slime on the ground. Also, after the fact, Dan, as you were dicing it, you did recognize it as one of Mr. Dowd's hamsters.
Am I going to have to name all the hamsters?
If that's how the dice work out, yes. What's the name of this hamster, Dan?
Well, I remember. I think it was also a 90s movie. The slime movie.
Blubber.
Blubber.
Blubber. Okay.
There it is.
As this is defeated, you continue moving along. And eventually you reach the other side of this vent. And as you're kind of there, the blades are stopped on this side too. And you can see into this cluttered room with cheap fluorescent lights, all sorts of different materials here and there. What do you all want to do?
I want to listen for a bit and see if I hear anybody.
Give me a mind test.
2.
Dun,
Pass.
dun, 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 dun. You hear someone poorly singing.
Does it sound like Dowd or does
And
it sound like the janitor?
You kind of like look around. It sounds like Scruffy, the janitor.
Oh. I want to poke my head out and then see what he's doing and try and be stealthy about it.
You can see that he is got this like floor sink, like he's dumping out his bucket of mop water. He's hanging his mop up over it. Yeah, he's not aware of you.
Have I ever seen Scruffy and Mr. Dowd at the same time?
Give me a luck test.
Six.
No, you haven't.
Holy shit.
I want to ask the rest of the group. Has anyone ever seen Scruffy and Mr. Dowd at the same time?
I'll let you all come up with your own answers on this.
Who?
Janitor and then our science teacher.
I mean, it doesn't really make much sense to see them together because they like work at different times of the day.
I would say though that we kind of have because Mr. Dowd was not at school today or yesterday, but we have seen Scruffy.
But what if we've seen Scruffy because Mr. Dowd wasn't here?
Hello? Hello?
Oh, you may have wanted to mention that he was here.
Somebody there?
Your mom.
No.
My mom? She's dead! Oh God, ghosts! And you hear frantic scrambling. like he's looking for something.
Can I look around?
Dead mom.
Right? Is there
And
like
the red flubber.
like a sheet of metal or something that I can like wooble to
Give
like
me a
make
luck
spooky
test.
noises? Oh God, please, for the
Yeah, I'm
love
gonna-
of God, let me actually get this.
I want to help and rattle the fan
no.
blades.
There are no sheets of metal. You go to rattle the fan blades and they don't budge.
Hmm.
You could try and do a body test to try and budge the fan blades.
Sure.
Is that a pass?
Pass.
You, in fact, budge the fan blades. Give me a luck test.
Restarting.
Oh no.
fans.
I fail.
As you kind of wiggle it, all of a sudden, you hear this like electric whine, and the blades just immediately go. Just boom, 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 boom.
Goodbye, your
Joe,
fingers.
roll me a d10.
Yes, you're going this way.
How many fingers are you about to lose?
Not how many.
How much?
8.
You lose your middle finger on your right hand. Just
Okay.
up to the first knuckle. As just ping. And you all see a little bit of crimson. And Jake, something lands behind you on the ground.
Hamster snacks.
Yeah, I'd be screaming. Absolutely.
We probably all would be.
And all of a sudden,
This is why we don't have air conditioning at home. It wasn't on the Ark.
Joe, you're going to take 1 point of damage.
Andrew looks at you, Dad. Do something.
I
Use
do
a
have
badge.
I do have a survival
I don't know how I
guide.
rolled that.
You need to roll me
Is
a
there-
1
body
point of damage.
test. 1 point
Is
of
there
damage.
anything
A
in
body test.
April, what's your question?
No, I was gonna ask Dan, is there anything in that survival guide about tying a tourniquet?
Okay, you're fine,
It
Joe.
might be.
There might be.
Arthur.
All of a sudden, Scruffy's on the other side of the fan. Holy shit, what are you kids doing in there?
His finger.
Oh
It
my
cut my
god.
finger off.
And
This isn't where I keep my
he
science
steps
homework.
away for a moment and the fan slowly spins down. And he escorts you all out. This is actually his little office down here. Has you all take a seat. Joe, he starts like working on like bandaging up your finger. He has a little like mini fridge, like mini freeze, like it's, you know, like one of the half heights. And he opens it up, and out of the freezer section, he pulls a bag of frozen peas, and he cuts the top open, and he pushes your finger down into it, and then he electric tapes it closed. You gotta get this to the hospital quick, man.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well, that's
God.
my finger.
It may still be in
Crazy
the
thing.
bed.
The floor collapsed, and that's how we ended up down here.
I'm gonna go back for my finger.
Okay, yeah, you can go back for your finger. You've got one bag of peas on one hand. You come back with your finger, and he puts it in like a bag of corn, like frozen corn, and
All right.
tapes it up. Holy shit, kid, that's grisly. Oh, I thought there were ghosts down here, but it was just some kids. Thank
It's
God. There's
fucking
been,
weird hamsters.
I don't know anything about that, but there's been, like, if you go through that door, there's like weird beeping noises. And then Chuck didn't forget what's through the other door.
Absolutely. Totally
Oh.
didn't.
And if you go through that door, like there's weird scratching noises.
You work down here and they're weird to you?
Yeah, man. Oh, I'm not feeling so good. Oh, God. I was like, I got heartburn. Oh, God, kids. I'm not feeling so. And all of a sudden, his
As
chest
soon as-
erupts.
Oh, never mind.
Oh,
As-
I can't wait to see this.
This strange, hairless little hamster slithers out of the cavity of his chest.
I was really hoping
Covered
to
in
see a
gore.
hamster with like a little hamster head. And it's not.
Yeah. First off, you all recognize this hamster. Dan, if it comes up as Dan, and it did, you can pick who the victim is.
Let's see. Who hasn't been picked enough? I think it might be you, John.
That's fair. That's fair. This one will be named Steven.
I like it.
Or Ripley.
You're also like right next to me in Zoom, so it's easy to pick on you.
Yeah, that's fair.
Hang on. I'm going to show this again so the stream can see it still. Yeah, as this thing just little forked tongue skitters out of his body as his dead, limp body collapses to the floor. I need each of you to make a mind test.
I
Ooh.
pass.
All right, who
I also
failed?
pass.
Dan, you failed. John, how'd you do?
I either got a 6 or an 11. For some reason, it rolled me as Joe, I think.
Oh no. If you
But,
click on your little token on the table,
yeah.
you can try that again. So, okay, cool. Dan, what's your luck score?
The 4.
Pass.
Roll me 2d6 there, Dan.
Oh no.
You got a 6. This thing has startled the shit out of you, rightfully so. The next test you make, you have disadvantage on.
Oh. It's just normal. I have double disadvantage.
As this little lizard is eyeing Joe with very hungry eyes.
Of course, he's covered in blood
wants
and
my
frozen
finger.
peas.
More
That's a
nipples.
hunger that only hands can satisfy.
Oh shit.
Finger food.
Yeah.
What do you all do? You could fight.
I want to pick up Steven and throw him at the throw him back into the vent.
The vent fan is off because Mr. Scruffy did turn it off.
So
You
long as
can
the fan-
see that there is a big throw lever on the control box on the side of it.
I'll go turn that on and then let someone else throw it.
Okay. Joe, you just go and you throw the switch. Jake, give me a body test.
Alrighty.
That is a
Ooh-wee, that is
natural one.
success.
You snatch up Steven and you chuck him at this giant fan, and there's just the beep as Steven is now just splattered across these fan blades.
Okay, I'm starting to think that Asshat might be the good guys in this.
Would they
Uh-huh.
be though?
Well, they're trying to take them away, right?
Right.
Yeah, take all these little monsters away. Let them get eaten.
Maybe they're responsible
gonna-
for. Maybe
I'm
they're
gonna go to
responsible for
Scruffy's
it.
dead body.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to Scruffy's dead body, pull out my large crucifix, and like put it on his forehead and say, "Sorry, you were a sinner."
I am going to go to Scruffy's body and take his keys.
You take his keys. There's also a lot of shit here in this room.
I was gonna say, is there like a hammer?
Does he have more bags of peas?
Give me a luck test. April, he does have a hammer.
I'm gonna fail.
It does 1d6 damage.
Damn it.
Joe, did you pass?
I
or
wanted to
fail?
stuff another bag of peas in his chest. And then
Oh, that's just funny. No, he has a bag of frozen cauliflower. And
All
you
right,
grab
Are
it
you-
and you
that.
stuff it into his chest cavity and you grab his duct tape.
Are you like sobbing, being like, "You're gonna be okay. You're gonna be okay."
We're gonna take him and your finger to the hospital. And we'll
We can
fix one
take
of them
it.
at least.
You're just sleeping.
Just
Kids
taking
may
a
not.
nap.
Yeah, he seems like a sheltered kid. He may not understand the concept
may
of
not.
death and
He's
dying.
just taking a nap.
Yeah.
Okay. There's
Probably
two
only heard
doors.
about
The
one
other
death,
church
and that guy
camp's
came back
for.
to life.
There are.
Yeah, people don't die. That's what
I
the other
see you-
church camp's for.
Oh, okay.
Take a hammer and I'll Andrew will grab a screwdriver.
Okay. So April's got a hammer, John's got a screwdriver. Both do a d6. Okay. Anyone else doing anything? There's also two doors. One door, Scruffy said there was a strange beeping noise. And the other door, he said there was scratching noise.
I feel like I'd rather take my chances with a strange beeping noise rather than a strange scratching.
I want to
noise.
keep this duct tape.
Okay, not a problem. You keep the duct tape.
You will probably need it again.
Reminder, another thing that
Yeah.
changed, your keys, your notebook, and your pencil that come with the starting kit, they don't take any inventory space anymore. So
Okay, cool.
Dan or Jake, you two doing anything?
Yeah, I'm fine with checking out the beeping myself.
Okay. Are you arming up like
there
the
any-
others?
I'm trying to think what would be in like a janitor's office.
Janitor
Oh.
/ maintenance.
Yeah,
Are there
I'll
mouse
take
traps?
We'll come back to that, Joe. Jake,
I'll take the mop.
you take the mop. Absolutely, you do. That counts as a two-handed weapon. So that would do a D8 damage.
Ooh.
Joe, there are not conventional mouse traps. There are these sticky traps.
Okay,
Dan, you doing
I'll take
anything?
those.
I mean, I already got a penknife, so
Okay, that's fine.
Andrew will also grab a couple handfuls of that that powder that's for sopping up vomit and
Oh
whatnot.
yeah. Okay.
A couple handfuls
problem.
and stuff in his pocket. Yeah.
there might be some inane tool or something in here, but
Pocket safe.
Is there a
Stapler.
pipe wrench?
Pocket sand.
There is a pipe wrench.
staple
All
gun.
right.
Do you want a big
That's
pipe
gonna be
wrench or a
mine.
little pipe wrench?
I want a little pipe wrench.
Okay.
One-handed.
D6, one-handed.
So we got to find is a staple gun. Because what janitor doesn't need to hang posters and things?
I'll tell you what, stock up. There's a fucking staple gun.
Not that it's useful for shooting things, but
Now, a staple gun would be one-handed range, so it's a D4 damage.
I'll take it.
All right. So the door with the beeping. You open the door, you look down, it's this long, soggy, wet hallway. And down in the distance, you see a little red beeping light.
Go towards it, I suppose.
Okay.
Not much
Very
else
well.
to do.
April, you're leading the way here. Give me a mind test.
This sounds like a bad idea.
I like it.
I do not pass. I feel
You get close enough to finally make out what this is. And you have to get kind of closer, maybe like 10 feet from it to really get a good look at it. And you realize it is a hamster. And this strange rig with this red beeping light on it. And it looks and it sees you all standing there. And on its angry little hamster face, its eyes narrow, the beeping starts to increase, and it starts skittering towards all of you. So first off, we got to name this hamster, and then we're going to go right into initiative. Dan,
It's meant.
are welcome to pick someone else, Dan.
Your next April.
Oh God. What's the name of the machine in the Incredibles movie? The big fuck off
Ultron?
round robot thing.
Oh, wait.
Oh, that the bad guy makes?
Yeah.
All right, hold on.
That's what comes to mind when I see this little
Syndrome.
fucker. Yeah,
Does it
there
have
you
a
go.
name?
I don't know.
Does it?
It did, I thought.
We could just call it Robotron. I don't know. You think about
Omnidroid.
Omnidroid. Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
Okay,
I
this
thought it was an
hamster was
Omnidroid.
named Omnidroid.
So that's relevant to the time.
I was gonna say, I'm like Incredibles, huh? Okay.
Yeah, well, I mean, going off of the aesthetics of the hamster itself, not
That's true.
I know
necessarily.
exactly what I want to do.
Okay. Your choice, everyone, mind or body.
Oof, not having the luck, are you, April?
No.
Okay.
It's okay.
Who passed? Everyone but April. All right, those of you who
Damn.
passed.
It's my
who's
fault,
going
honestly.
First?
I hoisted naming
I know
the
what I want to
hamster,
do.
and now
Joe?
I'm Angela.
Do it.
Is the ground like solid?
Yeah,
flat?
this is like a big hallway.
Okay. I want to peel one of the sticky traps and like slide it on the ground so I get stuck on it, and then we like run away.
Okay, so I'm going to treat this as a weapon with the sticky tag. Now,
Okay.
it's very lightweight. Oh, Bullwig 70, thank you for that follow. Bloodwig 70, that's the correct thing.
That's my buddy Brad.
Hi, Brad. How's it going? So, Joe, I'll tell you what, this thing is just going to make a body test. And it does pass. So, give me a D4. We'll throw some damage in there.
Dose.
You deal 2 points of damage. It's like the board like hits its foot and it stubs its little toe, but it's able to like roll out of the way, avoiding the stickiness.
Okay.
Who's going next?
I will go and try to give it some sort of slapping with this mop.
Okay. Are you just trying to inflict damage, or are you trying to do any movement?
I'm trying to inflict damage.
Okay, cool. Just roll me that mop is a D8. Holy shit, that's
Ooh-wee.
not bad. That eats a very large amount into its body score. And it does fail, meaning that it takes the number 5 injury. Which is bruised. It reduces its max strength by 1. So that's very good for you all. Also, a rule thing that you all should know. As your max stats increase or decrease, your current increases or decreases the same amount. So you just reduced its max stat by 1, which also reduced its current stat by 1. So
Handy. I slapped a robot hamster.
yeah, you hit the shit out of it. It's bruised. Dan or John, who's going next?
I'll same as before. It worked so well. So is it at the end of like a hallway, like we're at the
It's
end
like-
of it, or is it?
In the middle of a
Partway along.
hallway, like 10 feet from you all. And some of you have moved up. Well, Jake has moved up.
Because basically, I want to like kick it away from us.
Absolutely. You're
I
going to get to
can.
do a D4. And then I want to make this thing do a body test to see if you kick it 4 damage. No, you don't need to. It doesn't need to do the body test, because as you kick it, you hit it right in its hamster little face, and you hear the crack of its neck as it just kind of rolls to a stop, dead on the floor. The beeping does continue, and it is slowly picking up in frequency.
If life's taught me anything, this is gonna blow up. So, bye.
But
Can I do like a Like I've got a free shot at the goal and do like a little run and like see if I can kick the
Absolutely, you
fucking thing
can.
as hard as I
Just
can.
give me a body test.
I pass.
You run up, you give it a kick, and just boom, as it explodes like maybe 40 feet down from where you all are. The walls rattle, dust kind of comes down, but Omnidroid is defeated.
Really glad they played all that soccer in France.
Don't you mean football?
Yes.
Just trying to sound like you.
Yes.
Now what?
Well, now it's time for a scratchy door.
Okay. This hallway you're in does continue.
Oh, well, for
Let's
that,
go.
You follow it maybe a couple of minutes, and you come to a section where the ceiling is collapsed out, and you can see it goes about 30 to 40 feet up, and there is a large fan next to you that has stopped spinning.
Those steel fingers, I don't like them.
In
Do you
fact,
want-
you would all recognize this is where you started.
Did you want to go check out that ventilation fan shaft over there?
No, I'm good.
you mean that we walked down the hallway that we declined to walk down earlier?
Yeah.
How about those church shoes?
They already have my blood on them.
You know, that could have been avoided.
And Scruffy's blood.
Yeah.
Oh,
Do you all
never.
backtrack down to Scruffy's office?
I had as well.
Yeah.
Okay. And there is the door that he said behind it there was scratchy noise. You open it. It's an old wooden room. You can see there's a door on the opposite side of the room. And there is a chair, a single chair sitting in the middle of this room. And sitting on that chair is Ruby with a mischievous look on her face. What do you all want to do?
Why have you brought us here, Ruby?
I'm looking at the floor.
Give me a mind test. You can
Ha-ha.
see that the floor has, like the science floor above, Ruby has done some work. And if you were to put much weight at all, thank you there, Bloodwig. Everyone, take +1 to your luck. Your
Oh,
current
thank
luck.
God.
Yeah. I'm at 2 now.
Same.
Should we, real quick,
Same.
touch on what all you can do with your luck? First off, there are luck tests, which are great. The next thing you can do is you can expend a point of luck for a free reroll.
Free refill?
Free refill. I'm looking at my Sonic cup and being sad that it's empty.
It's free real estate.
Free real estate. A free reroll. And the great thing is you can keep rerolling as much luck as you want to spend. So, now what?
Cool.
Oh, you're out.
Oh, yeah. You look and you see that, yeah, the floor has been compromised. Putting much weight on this thing, the floor will collapse. You can see that the kind of border around the floor has kind of like very wide, like concrete basing on it. Like maybe the floor was originally a lot deeper, like a pit or something, and they put a wooden floor over it. If you shimmied along the sides, you wouldn't be at any risk of falling.
Is there anywhere to go past this room?
There is a door on the opposite side of the room.
Oh, okay.
Be careful. Ruby has set another trap.
The real question is, does Ruby talk at this point? Because I did ask that question.
Give me a luck test.
cover my dice screen here. That's a tie.
Ties Matt or beat it. To fail a luck test, you have to roll over your luck score. Ruby looks at you all. We have been liberated by the great asshats. You will all suffer for the pain you've caused us. As Ruby scurries off
Bad mouse.
and
It's not our fault. We're
disappears.
bad at science. We had a shit teacher.
Wrong kind of rodent? Question mark? Are hamsters rodents?
Yeah.
Hamsters are rodents.
Yes.
Yeah. They are.
Listen, friend, we too have been wronged by the evil of Mr. Dowd. He stole our
My
peanut
finger.
brittle recipe, and we needed that before the weekend. So,
Our sworn enemy.
yeah, like why don't we join forces against him?
I'll tell you what, Jake. Give me a charm test.
Okay. Oh, God dang it.
Fuck you! Is it
You know,
just
I'm spending
die?
a luck to reroll it.
Absolutely.
I'm spending another luck to reroll it.
Absolutely.
I'm
Bloodweight,
spending another
thank you.
luck to
Everyone
reroll.
take another point of
Right.
luck.
We just got another one.
Okay, good.
Hey.
Oh, hey.
You finally got it. As he, I really need to redo the bits for this game then, because if you get +1 luck, that's a free reroll.
Mm.
Yeah, that's a little cheap
I need
for
to,
everybody to get one.
when we run this more, I'll rethink the, I'll rethink how that works. Fine.
Not complaining right now, by all means.
If you are the enemy of the Dowd, then you are our ally. I will allow you to pass. But no. By the time you reach the next room, the Dowd will be dead.
We're not here for him. We just want to leave.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
keep going through those rooms as well, and you'll find the exit.
Wait, but
Okay.
what about our recipe?
That's
You-
what we're really here for.
Did you all?
Yeah.
You got it.
No.
No, we
fell to the
haven't.
floor.
Holy
We
shit.
never got the cabinet open.
You
I have
all
the- I have
forgot all
keys.
about that, and so did I. Hold on. I'll go get your recipe.
Yes.
Watch out for the wet one. As he scrambles off to go recover your recipe.
The
I
wet
think he's
one?
talking about the flood.
No, maybe
From,
he's
from
talking about-
Halo?
Oh, maybe.
From the Ark.
Oh no.
I knew where
What did
Joe
we call
was
the
going.
green one?
I tried to
maybe,
not, but
maybe that's
it
what
didn't
he's
work.
talking about.
See, I was thinking of like a wave pool. Hmm.
Anyway, I can stop doing that voice. Ruby ran off.
They
Yeah,
have
you all
those
can
in-
safely navigate across this room and get to the other door.
Awesome.
The important thing to
Before,
remember,
yeah,
let's go ahead and collapse the floor and put more sticky traps out on both sides.
just in case.
hmm
We'll catch Ruby.
Ruby's getting your recipe. Why would you catch Ruby?
So that we can be bad again.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so you can get through the door on the opposite side of the room. I will say, who's going to be going through the door first?
Not it.
I will.
Oh, let the church boy go then. That's fine.
Oh,
Yeah.
He's already injured, so.
Oh, God. I unplugged my mic in the process.
Oops.
God will protect me.
Maybe don't do that.
We
I
can
was
hear
trying
you,
to get
though.
Ashley. You can hear me. That's what counts.
I think she won.
She did. She did win. All right. Everything says it's using my Yeti right now. We're good. Okay. I've got water on my glasses. Just going to throw those away.
Into the trash.
Right into the trash.
Ruined.
Ruined.
What? Let me put on my slightly larger glasses.
These are my computer screen glasses that I never wear.
Wow.
Because I'm old. Anyway, I was distracted. You all move up to the door. Before you go through, you hear the sounds of screaming.
Screaming like humans screaming?
Yep.
Like joyous screaming or like guttural screaming?
Like, oh shit, oh no, what the hell, don't kill me, ah!
I open the door.
You open the door and you
I have
see
to save this man.
I hope they were in that exact order and
Oh,
with that
man.
much enthusiasm.
oh, I forgot I had other pictures. That was
I have to
the
save this man or I will go to hell.
as you open the door, you look in and you see it's like an old like locker room. And you in fact see Mr. Dowd, worse for wear, standing on top of the bench in this locker room, and two very angry looking hamsters chase around him. Hang on a second, stream. Let me get that fixed up so you can see both of them.
The one kind of looks like those old toy radio animals that you could like plug your
That's
CD player or something
exactly
into.
what Ashley was kind of saying when I showed that to her. But that hamster all of a sudden stands up on its hind legs, and out of where its little hamster belly button should be, it charges up and just bang and shoots a little hamster laser right at Mr. Dowd, and he dodges it at the last moment as the other hamster scurries around, shooting little spikes up at Mr. Dowd on the bench.
You just name these?
No, because it screws up the stream. Actually, you know what, John? I'm just not going to update the name,
Sure.
but we'll still name them.
I
Jake!
think if you click on new page again after you rename it,
Oh, that could be. I'm still not going to fuck with it. Jake, what's the name of
'cause I
the
have
one
to do
that
that.
shot a laser?
Tiberius.
All right. Laser hamster.
Jake is who I was going to pick for the next victim, so it works out in the end.
All right.
The dice are finally shortcutting the process.
Jake again. Jake, you can do it, or you can pick someone else.
I will name the second one.
Lord Bum Bum.
Dexter.
Dexter.
No. I know. Oh God, I gotta look it up.
Oh, no.
Needle Noggin.
I did like Lord Bum Bum. That's a fun name.
Montgomery. That's what I thought it
Montgomery.
was. Yeah.
Okay. Next hamster you all come across is going to be named Lord Bum Bum. Because I like that name. As these two hamsters are running around, harassing him, trying to shoot spikes at Mr. Dowd, trying to shoot him with little hamster lasers. What do you all do?
I'm gonna pull out my phaser, and I'm gonna say, "Stop right there, or I'll open fire."
Give me a charm test. All
3 under 11.
three of them stop and turn to face you, and all three of them put their hands up, both hamsters and Mr. Dowd. And then Mr. Dowd sees what you have. Mr. Dowd needs to make a mind test. But that's a toy gun.
You know what? Do what you want with him. I don't care anymore.
Do you just close the door?
I just put my phaser away and I just huff and I'm
You can see there's another door on the other side of the locker room. Kids, wait, I'm sorry about your... As he's spiked and lasered, and you listen to Mr. Dowd's dying breath.
You
As
had
I don't let him
one
die.
chance and you blew it.
Are you not going to let him
I
die?
wouldn't let him. I wouldn't let him die. No.
Okay, well,
What?
Jake's... Okay. What's going on?
I'm walking out of the room.
Jake is not taking any action. John's not taking any action. Dan, April, Joe. What are the three of you doing?
Unfortunately, I think as a scout, I'd probably have to be a good boy and try and save him.
See, here's the thing: is I don't want to.
I need to save my teacher.
But like, he also smells funny, and he took a recipe. And like, what if the first batch doesn't come out right? Huh? What about that? What if we lose the competition because we don't have this recipe, right? And we didn't have it all week, so we weren't able to make any test batches, right? Right? So, like, I don't know. I don't like him.
I
And
don't
also,
want him to die for that.
he failed me on my last test. And you know what?
That is pretty bad.
I think he can go lick boogers.
But what if he never fails you again?
I'll pass you on all tests. Just help.
I would
And
help
extra
him.
credit.
And extra credit.
Okay, all right.
I gotta fix the other
gonna
classes.
run in
that
swinging my
also
pipe
don't do
wrench.
well in.
Well, first thing we're going to do is roll initiative. For those of you who want to help, you could be swayed by the words of your friends or not. It's up to you. Is this a test? Yes, this is the test.
I pass
Or is this
initiative.
not the test? Okay.
Andrew just is like leaning in the doorway, just watching,
Oh,
April.
not doing anything.
All
I
right.
also passed the test.
Joe, you said you were going to do something first. You did pass, so I'll let you take this off. Joe, what do you do?
I run in screaming, "Die, abominations of God!" And I start smashing one of them with the pipe wrench.
Roll me your D6.
is it truly an abomination if he allows it to exist?
One damage.
All right. Give me a second.
I offered Justin a candy cigarette.
Nice.
No, thanks.
Were
I'm trying
you
to cut
hitting
back.
the laser hamster or the spike hamster?
I'm probably going for the laser one because it looks
Okay.
the most breakable.
All right. And you did 1 damage.
Yep.
Okay. Who's going next?
And it looks the most science-y, which is the least religious-y.
You know what? I'll since he's going after that one, I'll go after the next one. I'll shout out, "Starfleet does not abandon good causes," and then swat at the second one.
Okay, sure.
Ooh, that's D10. My bad.
I was already getting an A. I don't.
Also,
Oh no.
Oh, no.
Also a 1. Okay. Oh god, the dog's making weird noises over here.
What the dog doing?
Sounds congested. Okay. Who else passed? John?
I didn't even roll because I didn't give a damn.
Okay. Well, you don't have to.
I can roll.
Oh, and you failed. Okay.
Yeah, like that.
Joe, laser hamster's gonna laser you.
Okay.
2 damage.
Ow.
How are you
My
doing?
9 body. 9 body.
Okay. Jake, spiky hamster is going to leap up and try and spike you in the face. This will count as a melee test, and it deals 1 damage to you.
One is
Right on.
new every other number.
It is. Okay. So, April, John, Dan, one of the three of you gets to go. Whoever wants to go first can go.
He's got a staple gun, the laser one.
Okay. Staple
It's
gun, the
maybe-
laser one. Staple guns are a D4.
Maybe putting unexpected metal in it will do something.
4 damage. That is fantastic. Also, Dan, the staple gun has the tag, fucking stapling. So hang on a second. Dip 1. I do math. Let's see if it
You don't
takes
do math.
an injury. In fact, it does. And this is the laser one, right?
Yes.
Yep.
All right. 3 on the injury table is it loses its next turn.
Not bad.
Not bad at all. Okay. John or April?
I mean, go after it with my hammer.
Okay, it's a D6.
Try and get it.
You run up, you smash it. Yes,
Try my
they are
best.
J21 3/8" staples.
That's a 6.
6 damage. Are you going spiky one or laser one?
I'm gonna go spiky. Actually, I'm gonna go the laser one because I feel like that might have a more satisfying crunch.
It is very crunchy.
Yeah, that's why I was trying to smash it.
It needs to make a body test. And it passes. Doesn't take an injury this time.
Mhm.
All right, John, I believe you're last. Are you doing anything? Are you...
No.
No? Okay.
He's continuing to just watch. Yeah.
All right. Let's roll initiative again for everyone who wants to do things.
In case I want to.
Okay.
Pay us.
Did anyone fail? Dan, I saw you roll a 13. Is it a pass or fail?
To fail.
Okay. So everyone but Dan, between Joe, April, or Jake,
They're both up.
they're both still up. The laser one looks in pretty bad shape.
Does it have like can I see the laser on it? Or does it
It's like fixed into its stomach, like where its belly button should be. So
I
it's-
want to like try and pick it up and then pop it to shoot it at the other one.
all right. First thing, you're gonna give me a body test.
Okay. That one.
You pick that motherfucker up, you point it at the other one, and you bop it. Give me a luck test.
All right. Can I burn luck to reroll luck?
No.
Okay. I fail.
You bop it, and it does not shoot. Go and roll me a d4, though. Because you did hit it. And it had
One
one
damage.
body left, so you bop it in the back, and it actually just, like, cracks its shell, and, like, all of its electronic guts just spill out onto the floor.
Okay.
April? No, April.
Yes.
Did you pass or fail?
I passed.
Okay. John?
I did.
Yeah, I passed. I am going to just go over and like open one of the lockers and be like, put it inside.
Okay, you open a
Sure.
locker, you say, "Well, put it
I'm just
inside."
like,
Sure.
April or
Somebody do
Jake, how are you following these instructions?
Can I like wait? I have an idea. Can I whip out my saxophone
Okay. And scoop
I
it
like
up
where this-
like a
and like
lacrosse
scoop
stick.
it up with my saxophone? Yeah.
Give me a body
like-
test.
Yeet it. Okay.
Could I assist that with my mop?
Yes, absolutely. I'll tell you what, since you're assisting, it will give April advantage on it. So April, you can roll again, and you get to keep the one you want.
We're gonna go with that one because that one passes.
Yeah, so two of you work together, mop and saxophone, to scoop up the spiky hamster, yeet it into the locker, and John, you slam the locker shut.
Yeah.
On the spiky hamster's turn, you can hear the ping, ping, ping as the little spikes hit the interior of the locker. Dan, it's your turn. Are you doing anything?
Is there anybody left to shoot?
Nope.
Just Mr. Dowd.
What does this
I
locker
guess
room look like?
is Mr. Dowd like tied up or something?
No, he was
or-
just standing on top there. He looks dirty, worn out, covered in bruises and scrapes.
And I guess I don't have to set him free. So
Okay. It's an old locker room. Very old, kind of
Is
rusty.
it like a gym locker room or like a like what is the purpose of this locker room?
You're
Could you
not
tell?
sure. You've never been in this locker room before.
Hey, Mr. Dowd, what is this locker room?
It's the old swimming pool locker room.
Synchronized swimming.
just like Topeka High.
Why is it so far underground?
Well, back in the 50s when the school was built, everyone was worried about the Cold War. So they decided when they built the school, they would build a school under the school in case there was ever an apocalypse. That way school could continue underground.
That makes sense.
Is it?
How are they going to get there with underground monorails? Like, I hope somebody was fired for that blunder.
Well, the plan
Is there-
was the apocalypse would happen during school hours.
So is there like a pulley kind of system? Like you need, like
How do we get out of here?
yeah.
Oh, yeah. The exit's on the other side of the pool, just through that door.
Beware the wet one.
What is there like a lock or anything for this locker? Or is it
Give me a luck test.
just a latch?
There's no
Alright.
lock on it.
Okay. No.
No, you don't see any locks floating around.
All right.
Don't worry, I've got just the thing. I'll take the pencil out of my backpack and I'll jam it in the lock.
Shove it through the hole. Okay.
I pull the pencil out and I pull out the screwdriver
Ah, even better.
and hand you your pencil back.
Thank you. I need this for notes.
Yes.
Yeah, but that's the problem, though, is that's where the leader of the asshats is, in the old pool room, doing his experiments to enhance the hamsters. He calls them his enhamsters. Because they're enhanced.
I don't like anything about that.
Especially the name.
That could use some crowdsourcing.
Yes.
90s, we didn't have crowdsourcing.
No.
Sure
Only an
didn't.
asshat would come up with something like that.
Yes.
Well,
Let's go get him.
we can probably take him.
You know, Graham, you're looking a little pale. Are you okay?
I've lost a lot of blood.
I would like to introduce everyone to the rules for recovering some HP. In this situation, it would be appropriate and possible for you all to have a snack. And have a snack works like a short break, like you would anything else. 5 to 10 minutes. You got to have some kind of a snack, and you got to be in a relatively safe space, like you would be. during this
Frozen
lockdown.
peas.
You do have frozen peas.
Candy
Yummy.
cigarettes.
They're all
Candy
wet and warm.
cigarettes.
Yeah.
And yeah, at the end of your have a snack, you get to roll a d6, and you get to apply that first to your body and then to your HP. So yeah, if you all want to have, chow down on candy cigarettes and frozen peas, Joe,
And
you did
corn.
real bad. I'll let you spend a point of luck on that if you want, Joe.
No.
You sound so defeated.
Is anyone else having a snack?
I'm
I'm gonna
fine.
flask.
Considering
I'm
our
fine.
options of bloody frozen peas or bloody frozen corn, I think I'm all right.
Okay. And it's very
You sure?
amusing that Joe is very injured and it is all self-inflicted.
Yeah.
You put your finger in the hamster's mouth, you put the hamster in your mouth, and then the
Push on the fan
fans that were
blade.
stuck, you unstuck with your
Yeah.
hands.
And then you got into a fight that we didn't need to get into.
Yeah.
I like it. Okay. You have a 5 to 10 minute breather. You're all ready to continue on if you want.
All right, yeah, let's get through there, beat up an asshat, and get Graham to a hospital
I
Rock
like
and
it.
roll, Buckaroo.
where hopefully his parents believe in blood transfusions.
They don't.
No.
You
Modern
can tell them
medicine.
about the blood transfusion in a couple hours. It'll be funny.
Oh, get this boy the blood of Christ stat.
They didn't do that on the Ark.
I'll tell you what. We'll pretend we got the hospital chaplain to get you some wafers and wine, and that perked you right up.
We just need some clay mud and some lavender essential oils. Just dab that on there. It'll be all right.
It'll
We
be
need a
fine.
blood transfusion.
Do you all move through the last door?
Yes.
And you
I
see
open it.
the old underground swimming pool with all this lab equipment set up around the edge. And you see none other than the leader of the asshats, the mad scientist that goes by the name Joe. I rolled you to come up with this name.
The leader of the mad scientists. 1 second.
Dan, I don't appreciate you describing a swimming pool, an underground swimming pool at that, as being gelatinous, because that just makes me think about like the amount of,
Their name is Ingrid Newkirk.
I don't really know how else to describe it. I had to swim in it, so.
It was
Also,
just
I think
syrup.
how I got a staph infection.
very
wow.
well could be.
It was bad.
Yeah, those
As-
are not easy to get rid of.
The mad scientist. Ha ha! I see more of you science stooges and animal cruelators in league with Mr. Dowd. I've come here to try and stop me and my plans to save the hamsters. Well, I will not be. And then the pool behind him erupts as I spend finally that complication. As this giant, monstrous hamster
Kitty cat.
explodes out of the water and just leaps up and just chomps the mad scientist Newkirk right in half.
Oh no.
Like, I have to say, I'm finding the hamster hybrids horribly adorable.
Yeah, that was the
They
plan.
are.
Are those two separate hamsters,
are.
or is that
They
a
are.
secondary? Okay.
Is
Yeah.
it like a total recall? Like,
I thought it was just like a full growth out of its side. Like,
So
know.
yeah, it's the big shark hybrid, and it's got like this weird fish arm, holding another hamster that's now gasping for breath, apparently unable to hold its breath underwater, unlike the shark hamster hybrid. Which means that first off, we're gonna name the shark hamster hybrid. April, what is its name?
This kind of makes me think of like an acorn. So it's like I don't know. We'll just call it a charcuterie.
I like it.
I kind of like that.
Now,
Charcuterie.
Exactly.
I don't know how to spell charcuterie, so that's how I'm spelling it there in Twitch chat.
That works.
Good enough. And then the little hamster, who appears to be just a regular ass hamster that hasn't been transformed. Tyler, you're still not here. April, you can name this one or pick someone else.
I'm gonna pick on Joe because I don't know if Joe's gotten a chance to name a hamster yet.
I don't know if Joe has.
Yeah, I haven't named one yet.
You named,
That's an unmodified hamster?
yeah, the little hamster. It's unmodified.
Okay.
It's just
It's just a
Antonio.
chunky hamster.
It is. Let's call them. Let's just call him Poncho.
Poncho, I like that. Oh, god damn it. I forgot what I was supposed to do. The shark was supposed to be, what was it, Mr. Bum Bum?
Lord
Lord
Bum
Bum
Bum.
Bum.
I'm sorry,
Oh,
April.
Lord
I'm
Bum Bum.
vetoing your name.
Oh,
The shark
That's
hamster
fine.
is Lord Bum Bum. And Joe, the little hamster, is still Poncho.
Sweet.
My apologies.
It's for the greater good.
Now we're gonna have to save that name for another hamster.
Shark something. Because I came up with charcuterie. Just spelled it. And
When did the Bum Bum song come out?
The what?
Why do I feel like that sounds familiar, but also not?
It is a Tom Green
Probably because
song
it came out before we
called the
existed.
Bum Bum song, where he sings about all the things that he puts his bum on. My bum is on the cat. My bum is on the cat. Look at me. My bum is on the cat. My bum is on the
What?
Cheez-Its. Cheez-Its.
Tom
I don't know if
Green?
those are words. Tom Green.
Okay, I was
yes.
alive. Thank you very
I
much.
do-
Because it
I
was released in
do
1999.
recall
So
that.
suck it.
Instantly.
Not you, Joe. Chuck, specifically.
Please. Oh, it's not muted. Mute. Okay. Before we get a copyright strike.
Ooh.
I'm just going to go put that in DOK.
That would be what we get
episode
copyright
discussion.
like stricken for.
Dan,
Get
throw up the
fucking
Discord
sued by
link real
Sin-
quick.
by
So if
Tom
anyone
Green
wants
and
to watch
MTV.
the Bum Bum song, they can.
Done.
Yeah, Farcotive, thanks for throwing an excited potato gif. Or sticker. Where's Russell? I don't see Russell. Did he disappear already? That's heartbreaking. Okay. Yeah, this giant fucking Lord Bum Bum just bit the scientist in half. We're just gonna go right into initiative. You all can try and fight it if you want. You can try and run away from it. I don't give two shits. So everyone roll your choice, body or mind.
For some reason, it keeps having me roll now as Jake, even though I have my token selected. So, I don't know.
It's one of those things.
It's one of those days when you don't want to wake up.
Yeah.
Your token works when I roll it.
I don't know. I know. I'm like, I'm staring at it. I'm like, I clicked on it, I rolled, and it came up as Jake.
All right. Who all passed?
I did. Yeah.
Okay, so the three of you that passed, one of you gets to go first. Who's it's going to be?
If you tie, does it pass? I
That's a
forget.
pass.
Okay, I pass.
Meeting or going under is a pass.
It's just me who didn't pass.
Just Dan. So
About time, Dan.
the four of you, who's going to go first?
I nominate myself as sacrifice.
So how is it like in the water? Is there a way to get to
Like
it? or is
it's
it just,
like
in the
halfway
water?
out the water, kind of like up on the edge of the pool. Still just crunching away on Newkirk's body.
Did Newkirk have anything on them that was like
If they did, it's in
dangerous?
the shark's mouth now.
Okay. I just want to run up and start swinging on it.
I like it. Go ahead.
It's an abomination.
Yes. 1
I
point
have
of
yet to
damage.
roll anything other than 1 point of
Okay.
damage on this d6.
Who's going next?
I will.
Okay.
I walk around the edge of the pool the other way, away from.
You just leaving?
Yeah, just try to leave.
Okay, that's fine. April or Jake?
I'll swat the charcuterie Lord Bum Bum with a mop.
Sure.
Can I just start playing like a sick tune to try and like just like I'm gonna start?
You
Hold
busting
on,
out
was
some Kenny G?
hold on. I need to look up and see when this song was released.
Is it the saxophone man?
The
Hold
sax
on.
part from Baker Street.
Hold on. Okay, this would have existed. I'm gonna start performing Careless Whisper.
Ooh, there you
I
go.
knew it.
To try and serenade.
Give me a mind test.
As you do.
I pass.
Okay. Are you trying to enhance the abilities of your friends, or are you trying to distract the shark?
I was trying to distract.
Okay. You passed it. The shark will have disadvantage on its next action.
Hell yeah.
All right. Jake, you rolled poorly. John, you did. So it's the shark's turn. Jake, high or low?
Hi.
It is high. It attacks Joe. Let's see. So there is disadvantage on damage rolls. This is a shark.
Mm-hmm.
And extremely dangerous weapons do a d10. But since it has disadvantage, I have to take that 5. Joe, it inflicts 5 points of damage on you.
Oh, goody.
Are you still up?
Yep.
How much you got left?
5.
Oh, you're doing great, man.
Fantastic.
Dan, it's your turn.
Well, since everybody's being all goody two shoes about things, I guess I'm gonna go stab it.
Absolutely. Not John. John's the only smart one here. John, go. Oh, I'm
It's
sorry.
true.
Dan. Oh, Dan. You could
I'll
burn.
spend a luck point and re-roll the
That's
damage to probably get another one.
You got a 2. You doubled
Doubled
it.
it.
I was another one, in a sense.
It was. It was.
Was.
And I'll tell you what, that does put it down into its body, which means that it needs to roll a body test. And it passes. No injury.
Can
All
I
right.
spend the luck and have him re-roll?
No.
Nah, it was worth trying.
It was worth asking. All right. People who are doing things, let's do our second round of initiative. Actually,
Pass.
no. I want to try something else because I'm still not sold on this initiative system. So here's what I'm going to do. You know what? Dan, you went last. We're going to do popcorn this turn, and you get to go first.
Boy. Guess I'm gonna stab it again.
Absolutely.
Because that went so well last time. Ooh.
You did good. 6 damage. And it needs to roll a body test. And it does pass. All right, Dan, who's going next?
I think it would probably make sense for Joe to go next so he can decide what he wants to do before he dies.
That's fair.
I'm going to two-hand my Bible.
Okay.
And
If you're two-handed it, that makes it a D8 weapon.
I'm going to say, just like Daniel in the Lion's Den, I'm Graham in the hamster den. And you are an abomination. And
Perfect.
I'm going to whack it.
2 points of damage.
I'm going to burn a luck.
Absolutely.
I'm going to burn a luck.
Absolutely.
There we
And
go.
Hey, there we go.
with the damage that Dan just did to it, and with that, you kill the shark
Hell
hamster.
yeah.
Its corpse slips back into the water as Poncho lands on the ground next to you, soaking wet, still panting for air. It must have been underwater for a while. Who here has the highest charm score? Not counting you, John, because you're leaving.
I have 11.
I have 14.
14?
Jake?
I'm 15.
11 as well.
All right.
Rock, paper, scissors.
I actually have
How much-
15, but
how much, April?
I'm in the door.
You both have 14.
14.
Oh, okay.
I was going
How
to
about
make
we
you
just-
each roll a charm test.
I'm fine with just rolling it off because rock, paper, scissors on Zoom is going to be
It's
tough.
weird. We tried it the other day. Didn't work
We
out
did.
great.
Yeah.
Bad. You got a good chance of winning.
Psych.
The way
April.
you should do rock, paper, scissors on Zoom, well, I guess you could still cheat it, but you could do it like off and then raise. Like,
Yeah. Eh.
but yeah.
It's a
Dan,
ways.
Poncho runs up to you and skitters up your pant leg and like nuzzles like up against you, like looking for warmth. Terrified and
I'll
afraid.
be bursting out of my chest probably by next week. Let's go.
As you all, including Mr. Dowd, walking towards the exit of the old pool, and you can see that the door at the far end opens up to the stairway going up, and you can see light of another doorway up at the top. Setting halfway up the stairs is Ruby with a piece of paper between her little claws. Found your recipe, but I see that you also saved that asshole.
It's a
That's
sacrifice.
true.
You brought him for me?
Well, yeah, I don't know what else you'd expect, honestly.
Mr. Dead's like, hold on, kids. As you see Ruby set the piece of paper down, your recipe, and just leap off the stairs through the air directly into Mr. Dowd's mouth.
I
As
try to bat it with my Bible as it jumps over me.
Give
I
me a
walk up,
body
grab the
test.
recipe.
Can I try and intervene? Can I see him lunging to lunge at Ruby? Can I lunge at him
Give
lunging?
me a body test.
I'm gonna burn a leg.
Please do. April's got a 2.
Oh.
A super pass.
I pass.
But April hits lower. That is the success. Lollygaggers, thanks for that raid. We're actually about to wrap up. April stops you from knocking Ruby the hamster. Hang on, let's get Ruby back up so everyone can see Ruby.
Little mole hands and chicken feet.
As Ruby dives into Mr. Dowd's mouth and just burrows down through his body as blood spews out and he collapses and falls back into the pool.
Andrew would just casually bend down and pick up the recipe and continue up the stairs, not even looking back.
Yeah, you will go up the stairs and the door opens up to a small
I'm gonna-
hatch under the bleachers.
I'm gonna grab my crucifix and hold it like a knife and wait for it to surface.
Give me,
I'm out.
He's playing whack-a-mole.
give me your
Animal.
damage roll with advantage. 2d6.
Okay.
Oh my god.
I'll tell you
The
what.
one time.
I'll let you keep them both. As Ruby eventually pops out, covered in gore, looks up and just sees the butt of your crucifix, Jesus' feet coming right down, killing poor Ruby.
Giving them the Jesus feet.
Ruby sucking on them Jesus toes.
I got the last one.
You did. You did.
You all escape. You have your recipe. You make
And I
it to
got
the
Poncho.
peanut butter cooking contest. But you've all seen some shit. Everyone give me a mind test. I want 4 successes.
From each of us?
Everyone rolls.
Oh, a pass.
Hey, oh.
We're unfazed by this.
Okay, that
Well,
one is,
guys,
that
don't
one is
look at
John.
explosions.
This one is me. I'm gonna spend a luck to reroll that.
Hey,
There we go.
You all unfazed win first place at the peanut butter cooking contest with Grandma's peanut brittle recipe.
Grandma never fails.
I don't even like peanut brittle.
And that's the end of the little adventure. I hope you all enjoyed it.
It was very fun.
That's very fun.
it was.
All right. Yeah, we'll get out of here. Lollygaggers, thanks for showing up. I do appreciate that. Listen, it was the Blade Runner finale. You must have joined at a very odd time. I appreciate that follow. You did not join at a very odd time. The entire time was a very odd time.
100%.
Because they fought Ruby, the mole hamster.
All DOK streams are a very odd time.
I was gonna say I
Yeah.
don't think such a moment exists.
What else do we got? We got Flubber the Jello hamster that Joe tried to
No.
eat.
And rightfully so. That's an absolute
We got
snack.
the laser hamster. We got the Omnidroid hamster.
Mm-hmm.
You saw Ruby. Oh, there's the shark hamster. The spiky hamster. Oh yeah,
Shark
you'll all
hamster.
like this. The lizard hamster is named Steven.
I named it.
Something in
John.
particular, like out of all of the hamsters, this one in particular just gives me the fucking heebie-jeebies.
This
That
one
is
is kind
one
of
of the more
disconcerting.
unsettling ones.
The others, fine. This one,
See, it just reminds me of a little pangolin.
Kinda, yeah.
I think part of what really bothers me about it is that it's got like baby arms with
Yeah.
hamster hands.
It does have kind of a Steven head, though.
and those weird bitty little teeth, and the like.
Oh,
I don't know, dude.
and these
Also,
were.
is its tail coming out of its neck?
I think so, yeah. I really do.
Its left hand has 5 fingers.
It's almost human.
Yeah.
And
God.
these were all creations by the animal rights group, Asshats, Animals Seeking Solace, and the Human Ally Team.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Captain, I can throw those in Discord.
Their leader, the name I picked for them is just the founder of PETA.
Nice.
That
Jeez.
yeah.
All right, let's get out of here before we get sued. Or is it too late? I don't know.
I don't know.
We'll find out
You got
tomorrow.
anything you want to throw out there?
Nah, I'm set.
Okay. John?
Yeah, over on the Defenders of Cobalt YouTube channel, Tuesdays and Thursdays, we're doing the actual play Pathfinder 2nd Edition, the Age of Ashes Adventure Path. Chuck's in that, April's in that, Steven and Maitre. And yeah, they're short little episodes. And oh yeah, they're all goblins. And yep, there's no seduction going on. Nope.
No, because we're really bad at it.
That's true. They are really bad at it.
Yeah.
There's plenty of seduction attempted, but none
Yes.
actually happening.
Yes.
Mhm.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's it. Joe, you want to throw anything out there?
I'm making a game. It's not done yet.
Good job. April.
Start fires, do drugs, don't talk to cops without a lawyer. And be safe and make good choices and don't do anything we wouldn't do this holiday weekend.
That leaves an awful lot on the table.
That's the point.
Okay. I see how it is.
Do as we say, not as we do.
Yeah, that's it exactly. Shit, Dan, what's up?
I already posted it twice, but come check out our Discord
Come check out
where
our Discord.
you know we can chat about things. We got memes, frog stuff, pictures from our games.
Yeah. It's also the home of the Lollygaggers and Grim and Perilous Studios. So
Yeah.
3 fantastic channels in one fantastic place. And then, yeah, finally, you've been watching Defenders of Cobalt. This is the first, what I'm calling, official play test of Teenage Odyssey, the game I'm making. It should come out this year. I don't fucking know. I'm almost done writing it. I'll readjust, and then I just gotta, pick on Grim and Perilous until they publish it for me. Yeah, Wednesday here on the Twitch channel on Wednesday, we'll be doing our Alien All Fear the Ishtar campaign with John and Dan, along with Jeff, Bert, and Jeremy. It's Friday. Oh, actually, let's start off Saturday, tomorrow at 1 p.m. Central. We've got Tales from the Loop over on Grim and Perilous YouTube. There's Melissa and Jeff and Steven and Maitre and Adam and Dan. And it's at 1 p.m. Is that right, Dan? Yep, 1 p.m. Tomorrow night on the Grim and Perilous... No, fucking Christ, I already said that. On the Goodman Games official channel, god damn it, Bert is running Dan, Jake, Joe, myself, Jeremy, and Eddie through some weird frontiers. And then, yeah, like I said, Wednesday, Alien All Fear the Ishtar. next Friday, this time slot, John's going to be running something for us.
Something a little different.
Something
Maybe.
a little
We'll see.
different. Space lizards.
Space heist.
All right. That's all I fucking got. Let's get the hell out of here. Everyone who came from the Lollygagger, thanks for the raid. For those of you who threw out bits, I super appreciate it. And all the follows, that's fantastic too. And we will catch you all later. Goodbye.
Bye.